Okay. Loading up now. Hello, Holy Pilgrim. Hello, Mr. Cordero. Hello to all. Here we are. Banner Saga the 2nd. Chapter the 13th. I don't feel any reason to wait up. Right? Holy Pilgrim's at it. He says, let's go, lads. Absolutely. Chapter 13, the fetters will burst. Interesting capitalization use there, where fetters was the only word not capitalized. Unless Viking Fs all look lowercase. I don't know, I made that up, I have no idea. Bulwarks at the fingernail wield. A ways from the woodcutter camp where you found rest for the ravens, Folka joins you as you stare into the woods. Don't tell me you're fine when you're not. You're still having those damn dreams. You growl, feeling less like talking than ever, but knowing the shield maiden won't let it drop. I keep seeing Dredge in different ways. We're eating together, then they're gone. Once I was teaching them to fight and they respected me. It's not me, but it feels like me. Folka watches you, listening closely. In the dreams I feel old, ancient, strong. But then the Dredge disappear and I feel... what? Sad. Like an emptiness. Loneliness? Well, I happen to know all about loneliness among company. When you don't laugh, she just shrugs it off. It's just strange that you're feeling kinship towards Dredge. Have you tried talking to that stone singer we picked up? That would just get the famed Vulca involved. Zephyr, sorry. Mid-sentence, my Steam window decided to pop up. Zephyr will get involved regardless. If the map's right, we'll hit Old Ford and be at the Vulca Tower in Manahar soon. She'll have plenty to say there, and besides, who else knows anything about that darkness about to swallow us? 1, 2, or 3, guys. 1, 2, or 3, while I quickly try to get my stream up here on my phone. I already got 6 of you watching. Look at that. Hey, Starman92. Hey, Chief Dreaming Owl. Hey, Braveheart. Glad to see you guys following along as usual. I've got myself a alcoholic strawberry lemonade that I'm enjoying. I'm seeing people leaning towards 2. We're gonna go with that. You're right. We'll talk to her about the dreams. Good. You losing sleep, that puts us all in danger. You hold up your hand, sensing something amiss. Folka and you both scan the trees. There! You point to an archer, loosing her arrow and dodge it, roaring a battle cry. Yeah, this is the fight that I was referencing the other day, guys. Just Bulwark and Folka versus the world. For those of you who are into achievement hunting, and I am, this is the battle where you get Coaling Field or Coaling Rage or whatever it's called. Hold on. Let me show you the exact achievement. Coaling Frenzy. Kill 5 in 1 turn with Coal the Weak. This is the place to do it. Alright? So, to give you a little bit of a recap, Bulwark's ability, Coal the Weak, killing blow grants an extra turn. If you spend 1 willpower on it, he swings for strength -2. 2 willpower, strength -1. 3 willpower, strength -0. So he has an item, however, that halves his effective willpower. He's down to 4 out of 8. So characters like these archers, heck, even this person right here, this one would take 14 damage. He could do it with 2 willpower. This one he can kill with 1 willpower. 1 willpower. 1 willpower. 1 willpower, 1 willpower. He can just mow through all of them. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to deploy a bit back. I'm going to have Folka ready to defend. And I'm going to have Bulwark rest for maybe 2 turns, get him up to, a beefy 6 willpower, and then just go nuts. And I'll show you how the Coaling the Weak achievement, the Coaling Frenzy goes. Here we go. Hey, let's hit that ready button. Give us your food and your weapons! Sure, right, yeah. You're trying to rob us? They won't live to learn their mistake. Yeah. Okay, so That archer might get to me, but that's fine. We'll rest. She didn't go for it. She's smart. She won't reach us. She won't reach us. That's new character art. I haven't seen that one. The Starving Forager. Interesting. He has the light step passive to move through allies. Alright, we just go ahead and have Volca rest too. There's nothing to worry about right now. Give them their chance to try and... nope, he can't go above 4. Alright, well that's unfortunate. In that case, let's just, let's go nuts, shall we? I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get 5 through Cold a week, but get us close. I'm going to start moving forward. It's going to have to be armor break. It's just 1 point. I mean, come on. We're going to do Volca's Champion. Negate some of that damage that Bulwark's going to take from standing here. And, alright, time to go off to the races. Here we go. This one's first. Goal of the week. 1. Alright, his turn again. So at strength minus... Well, let's just go for these pesky archers instead. Oh, and each one I kill, by the way, can give me a new willpower through the horn, so I don't have to worry about my willpower too much. Here's another one. Oh, with a crit. Very nice. Oh, I want to move. Thank you. Here we go. There's 3. Let's go kill this archer. There's 4. Here's 5. Oh yeah, this spearman, he can be done in 1 willpower. And a crit too. Let's see here. This one will take 2 willpower. Oh, with a crit though. Excellent. This one will be done in 1 willpower. This one will take 2. And that's it. Have him rest. That's Coaling Frenzy, folks. I just love that horn. Bop bop. Time to give. Aw, she doesn't have enough. She doesn't have enough exertion to actually make the kill here. That's okay. We'll save it. He's gonna do a 3-point break. Good for him. I'm actually gonna get Volca these last 2 kills because it makes no sense for Bulwark to just hog all the kills. He just does not need them. Alright, now we're gonna pillage. Oh, here's a neat one. Well, let me show you her other thing. Shield Smash. Kind of pointless right now, but the animation's kind of cool. Yeah. Boom! Oh, I don't know why she turned around for it, but okay. Does some pretty decent break. Holy Pilgrim says, Bulwark OP, please nerf. He actually is probably one of the most powerful characters in the game, so he might need to be nerfed. One of the attackers is trying to hold together a wound across his stomach. He whimpers as you approach. Who sent you, you growl. We escaped. They left for Arborang, left us in Gawler. Prisoners, no food. We were starving. You end his life quickly before returning to camp with Folka. Ah, I love that fight. That one's one of my favorites. Day 69, folks. 12 days of supplies, 372 clansmen. He's doing much better than Rook is right now. So, let's check out Market first. 1 renown gets 2. 43 renown to spend. Tool of Sailings, 2 break talents, 30% crit chance, +1 ranged distance. I don't think I have any archers in this army, or else that'd be interesting. This is good for tanks. I love this one. +2 armor, +2 aggro, +2 strength resist. I'm actually just going to go ahead and buy it now. It's a very good tank thing. This is +2 move, 2 strength resist, and +3 break, but it requires level 10. I don't have anybody that can really take advantage of that. 2 move, 5 break for -5 strength attack. I don't know. The 5 extra break is great, but you lose all that attack. That's just +2 strength. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's talk to Sibjorn, our replacement Gunnulf. You find the Varl near an empty barrel, staring at the darkness. He would be drunk if there was more meat for him. What is it we're doing, Blood Axe? I mean, honestly, what's the plan rattling around in that head of yours? To get paid, like always. Yeah, and then what? Look at the sky. This isn't some crone story about stars falling. This is the end of the line. Maybe so, but none of us knows what that means. Whatever comes next, I want us facing it with plenty of coin to our name. Bah, I guess that's what this life amounts to. Centuries of fighting and hoarding money for the day you die. You're about to walk away when Sibjorn speaks again, quieter. Have you ever enjoyed any of this? Seeing a job through has always felt good. I suppose you're right. Getting paid feels good. But then I drink it away and we need more money. Feels like an endless, worthless cycle when I think about it. Then quit thinking and lay off the mead while you're at it. You walk off shaking your head. Chief Dreaming Owl says you need 3 level 10 items for achievements. I believe that's incorrect. I believe you actually need 6. Let me double check that. It's one of the ones I don't have yet. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Acquire 3 rank 10 items for Treasure Hunter. However, this is the one I was thinking of. Was 6 rank 10 units win a hard difficulty sparring battle in the training tent. I figured it was going to be 6 rank 10 units, all with rank 10 items. And I've been thinking ahead, and something I want to try to do is do a stream or a video one of these days that just cranks out the rest of these survival mode achievements. I've never touched survival mode, but it sounds like fun. Just looking at what some of the achievements are, like one of them is using a team of only Varl survive on hard or something. Survive in less than 180 minutes. Survive with all women. Survive using only parties of 4 Varl in every battle. Survive with only humans. So there's a lot of interesting ones I want to try in here. Volka Zephyr is speaking quietly to Folka when you approach. Not forbidden, only rare for Volka to have children. So Nichols was like a son. He was not my child by birth. Some mother killing your cub to save your own fur. The look that contorts Zephyr's face almost makes you reach for claw and fang. I should make you pay for such a thoughtless, callous remark. Watch yourself, Volka. No, you watch yourself, Varl. Even the strength of mountains can be brought down by the wind, and you're no mountain. I'd love to take bets on which of you would come out on top, but I'm more interested in what happened to Nichols. The Volka holds your stare until you snort and drop it. I did the only thing I could do, the thing we never want to do. The Volka's eyes fill with tears. I forced a skip in the pattern, which won't mean much to you. Suffice it to say that menders usually repair skips or mistakes in the woven fabric of our world. They cover powerful, exposed threads until all is right and the pattern is whole. I did just the opposite. You stare at her blankly. By skipping nickels, I exposed a thread and used that power to end Eyeless's attack. And that cost Nichols his life. Yes, but it is a sacrifice every mender is prepared to make should it be necessary. How do I know you won't try to skip me when we get to Manahar? Because I can't. It is a conscious choice a mender is taught how to make. Silence spans a few moments. A brave kid, then. The Ravens will remember him in a battle chant. I'm sure he'd have liked that. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss? Any idea why Gwalar would abandon its prisoners? I've been out of contact with the Council since I departed for Bindle, but it can't be good. If the prisoners were telling the truth about everyone fleeing to Arborang, King Meinolf will have a serious problem to handle. I wonder if Rook and the others know what they're heading into. They're not our concern. What do you know about that darkness? The Volca stares into the distant sky. My lie-detecting radar is on, Zephyr. Let's see what you got for us. Truly nothing, lie. Though it feels wrapped in all the trappings of power abused. An indication that she knows more than she says she knows. Enough mistakes to ruin the entire weave. Your anger suddenly rises. More Volca secrets! No, not on my part. Yes, on your part, that is a blatant lie as well. But others, perhaps. Luckily, we're heading toward the one place with answers. Enough talking, let's get moving. Agreed. We need to get this cart to Manahar soon, and we're not far now. Ben Bloomberg, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see what I've been missing out on my chat. Let's see. Yeah, Chief Dreaming House says he actually had a fight with Sibjorn. I did too, but this time I just focused on talking about money, and he didn't want to fight me. It actually worked. Useless trivia is the best trivia. This is wicked, by the way. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm glad you thought that. Don't forget to set permissions on Discord. Thank you, Holy Pilgrim. I will do exactly that. I'm trying to focus on the moderators first, getting them all into position, because the more moderators there are, the easier it'll be to get all of the sponsor permissions set up. And honestly, all it does is it just gives everybody a fancy color. With the exception of mods, they'll actually have some authority on the Heir of Carthage Discord. Anybody who's in the Discord right now, if there's anybody in my chat right now that wants access to it, anybody who's in the Discord right now can actually get a link and share it in the chat. I'd be very appreciative. We already went to market. We're just gonna leave. There it is. These woodcutters were no slouches in a fight with those prisoners, Spar says, coughing. I've seen weaker men in Warden, and I think this group realizes their idea of staying here is a pretty bad one. Want me to recruit them? I bet we'll need all the fighters we can get. I don't want any others to look after. More fighters are always good, but what's the downside? Same as it's always been, the old wanderer says. They eat like blasted trolls, but can't find food to save their lives. Our supplies will go quicker. So do we risk the supplies and recruit them, or do we make sure they find their own safety? Ungrim Iron Fist is glad I asked the question. Holy Pilgrim's asking, how do you get a link? The image for the server, the little Heir of Carthage indicator, right-click on that, and you should see an Invite People button, and it'll pop up a window that generates a link. Starman92, you get fancy colors if you are an Heir of Carthage subscriber, meaning you've paid the $5 and had the WA train and everything, or if you are a moderator, or if you're a YouTuber. Do you have your own channel? I can get you set up for that. Holy Pilgrim says it seems that I cannot post a link. That might be some stupid YouTube rules getting in the way. Yeah, I bet you only moderators can post links. Blah. Oh well. Yeah, web addresses, that's what I thought. Alright, I'm gonna click one. I'll get that taken care of here in a second. I've got a suspicion you'll actually like humans more than any other Varl alive, Spar says, chuckling until he starts coughing and wheezing for air. 35 fighters. Loading. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick trip over to my desktop. I'm gonna find that link and I'm gonna share it. Gotta wait for Discord to boot up. I try not to run too many apps or applications when I'm streaming. It can cause a lot of problems because my computer's processing power is not quite up to snuff. And we've already been live for 20 minutes. Look at that. It's crazy. Okay, come on, Discord. We are almost there, folks. Give it a second. Discord. So Ben Bloomberg, this is Banner Saga. It is a tactics-based RPG by Stoic Entertainment. Stoic is a Kickstarter / indie group of former BioWare employees. Yeah, as you can see, my stream is actually buffering a lot more now because my computer's trying to waste the processing power to pull up. Here it is. Oh man, it is super slow. This might kill the whole thing, but I've got to try. Okay, invite people, click. Copy. Okay. Copied. Okay, I'm gonna close out of Discord now. Go straight to my chat. There it is. I got it. Okay, I saw a question. Do Banner Saga 1 and 2 connect with each other? Unger and Iron Fist. Yes. The answer is a strong yes. Actually, I would say the experience of playing 2 without playing 1, totally lost. All of the characters carry over. Your save file carries over into 2. And your save file also carries over into Banner Saga 3. All of your choices matter through the whole way through. It's pretty phenomenal. The fighters at the front of the company begin hacking away at dense underbrush. We'll be here all day if the rest of you don't grab your axes and start chopping, one of them growls before wincing at a pain in his hand. As he says, everyone grab an axe. Your hand going lame on you? Forget this path, you'll find another way. 1, 2, or 3. What's gonna be? Three, 2, and 1. 1, 2, and 3. Make your choice. Choose your own adventure. Oh wow, I just realized I've got a huge latency gap right now. I have to try and find a way to solve this. All that time spent buffering. Oof. Okay. It's been a long time. I just saw Mr. Cordero post 3. That's how long of a delay we're at. Holy Pilgrim says, number 1, everybody grab an axe. Mr. Cordero says, go around the long way. Hungry Iron Fist also says we should go around. Starman92 also says everyone grabs an axe. Chief Dreamy Owl says everybody grabs an axe. We're going to grab an axe. Here we go. You berate and threaten anyone not chopping through the dense foliage. The fibrous vines and sticky leaves soon fill the air. Everyone is covered in plant matter. Everyone but Oli, who is standing at a distance throwing axes at vines ineffectively. Ah! Volka's cry of agony is uncommon enough to draw your attention. Others start cringing and yelping too. Knock it! Ah! Before you can finish shouting, a burning, stinging pain tears through your arms and eyes and nose. I think that plant is poison, Oli says before taking another drink. He feels around in his pouch and holds out some brown wet leaves. Here, these are counts. These counters. These make the poison go away. The pain ripples through you again, making you want to vomit. Do we grab the leaves and eat them? Ask what are they, or ignore the drunk? Holy Pilgrim says, just remember, I always die in Choose Your Own Adventure novels. Yes, you do. Don't we all? Chief Dreaming Owl has not made it this far yet. Man, I really wish I could find out what the delay issue is. Because I've had pretty decent latency recently. This is all new to me. Let me try restarting the stream on my phone. Show the leaves that you are alpha. So I should bark at them, Holy Pilgrim? Everybody's saying number 1, grab the leaves anytime. Okay, here we go. You shove the leaves in your mouth, swallowing quickly. How long does it take to work, you ask? I don't know, because you just rub them on your skin. He hands out leaves to everyone else. A little does a lot, you hear him say. Soon the pain passes, but the entire caravan needs rest. 14 supplies. You just put them in your mouth. Bulwark solution. Just you're supposed to rub them on the skin, actually. A large group of clansmen from Bindle have stopped. Gasps and whispers among them. What's the problem now, you ask, breaking into their circle and finding a couple protectively holding a bundled baby. It's a curse, an omen, an old man says. The child's been replaced, changed. Never seen anything like it. You wouldn't know a thing about this, Varl, but they do. He points at the couple, and others nod. A few women holding their children tighter. Maybe the darkness did it. Maybe they have dark secrets. It's a sad, hard thing to accept, but either the babe dies, or we all suffer fiercely. Then kill it or I will. I'm not taking any chances. Show me the kid or feign nonsense. Get moving or I'll make you suffer. Chief Dramiel hasn't had enough time to play after work this week. I know that feeling. I've had a pretty busy week myself. Classic Bulwark, just eat 'em. Was it a weed? Probably. Ugrip says, should have taken the long route. Yeah, I know, right? It is just very entertaining to just swallow those leaves, though. I won't lie. So come on, guys. What's our choice here? Holy Pilgrim is in internal debate. Cordero says 3, Starman says 2, Dreaming Owl says 2. Leaning towards show me the kid. Let's see the kid. The father hesitates before pulling the swaddling open. Your experience with human children is minimal, but this looks just like any other baby. Look at the head, someone shouts. You lean down and see feathers over the ears. Small tufts of pale down feathers. The kind you remember seeing on the neck and under the wings of Irynx. If it's an omen, it's a good one. No one harms the child. You humans do what you want, but we're not stopping. 1 or 2, guys. 1 or 2. Huh. I'm getting buffering. I'm not liking how this is going on my end. So, can I get some opinion from the chat? Are you guys having trouble with latency or trouble with buffering? Does it seem like I'm really far behind you? Does it seem like you have any kind of buffering issues? Holy Pilgrim, you are the beast, man. How come this is hideous? Is it because it's not beast enough? We're gonna go with the good omen. Here we go. The mother starts weeping and thanking you. Little Hiroker, you mumble, and the father smiles. That's what I will call him, he says. Maybe the gods aren't. You walk off before he can finish. Get that horror forsaken out of here. I know, right? YouTube says Holy Pilgrim posts too much. That's funny. Alright. Listen to that sound effect, huh?
I always respected Biglader the Builder, but if he made those caves we went through, well, I'd have killed him myself.
Yeah, I don't know why, but today I just have really, really bad latency between stream and me. And normally I have a latency of less than a few seconds, but this is pretty long. Okay, well, here we go. You naifs, watch your step around these cairns, Spar says, hacking. Many a foolish pilgrim have given their life at the base of this frozen cliff. And don't try working one of those stones free either, or you'll bring the whole damn thing down on us. He glares at Oli, who pulls his hands away from a stone quickly. The pieces of Big Liar's godstone, put together without mortar or daub, represent the mastery of the god's own skill. In life, he traveled the land, laying the world's cavernous foundations and raising mountains. He was ever regarded by the other gods with a wary respect, for one who knows how to put things together will also know how to take them apart. The sound of snickering draws your attention, and you see some kids grabbing stones from other cairns to build a new one of their own. We're going to grab a stone and toss it to them to add. The stone you pick is bigger than anything they're using, but they're amazed that you contributed. The kids all find a way to support its weight on top of all of theirs, laughing and chasing each other away when it's all finished. An uneasy feeling washes over you, and you scan the ravens, clansmen, and bellowers cart for any threat. Bloodaxe, Spar says in a tone stripped of all humor. My eyes are too old to trust what I'm seeing down there. You follow his gaze and growl. On the distant fields below is a massive dredge, too numerous to count. Waves of them are pouring over hills, though they don't move like an attacking force. There's a banner among them, Folka says near you, but I can't make out the crest. You wave off her comment and roar a command. Move! Well, actually, the way I'm judging the lag delay is I'm watching the stream on my phone to the side. I'm still seeing... Hold on, I'll let you know when that last screen that I was on X'd out, the one where Bulwark shouts out, "Move! Dredge are pouring over these hills like ants." Okay, there it was. That's when that went away. So that's like 10, 15, 20 seconds at least. Several ravens report a large hole in the ground nearby. There's strange marks all around it, one says. Some look fresh, others look like they've been there as long as the mountains. Spar looks up. This hole have smooth sides, about as deep as a varl, he asks. The men nod and Spar grunts. What's in the hole? We couldn't tell, a scout says. No trees around, just a deep hole in the ground about 4 yaks length across. My arms were like chicken skin just looking at it. Let's have a look, you craven. No sooner has the word left your mouth than you see Volka look at you. Were you trying to be funny? Craven and Raven? You ignore her and head for the hole. It's as described, big, deep, surrounded by scrawlings in the surrounding rock, and disturbing. We're going to toss a scout in to see what he finds. The man yelps as he falls into the hole with a pleasing thud. He spits out dirt, swears loudly, and starts looking around. There's not a faint thing down here, he shouts. Just mud, rock, and he stops and bends down. Everyone leans in, straining to see what he's pulling out of the ground. And more faint mud, he shouts, throwing 2 handfuls at others. Caught off guard, a couple of other men fall into the pit. The ravens start laughing and calling for a fight, and for a moment, the world feels familiar again, unbroken. Morale improved. The company comes upon a small village, the people still hard at work with only an occasional glance skyward at the approaching darkness. Volka sees a man chopping wood as she learned to do a lifetime ago. These people don't know what's coming. They'll figure it out soon enough, you say, and turn to the rest of the caravan. We get what we need from this place and rest if necessary. The next few days will be the hardest, and the last some of you will ever see. Volka gives you a look and you snort. Okay. As you instruct a man to check the cart wheels and yak straps, you hear someone say, hello again. You turn quickly to see the man. Deitch, quiet as always, but wisely out of your immediate axe reach. What do you want, you ask. Well, just that I was scouting around this place, you know, Deitch says, and I went up on a hill to watch the dredge. The banner we saw, it's from Einertoft. Einertoft. You grimace as the town's name floods your mind with images. A giant bridge, hundreds of varl, Ivor in your way, your anger focused just beyond him. Einertoft was sacked, the old war leader Krumer says. You'd better be as sure as crap stinks about what you saw, human. Deitch nods quickly. And I'm going after them, Krumer says. It's not a request. Join the old Varl, though it could be suicide, or let the old Varl kill himself if he wants, but he'll die alone. One or two. One or two. You guys like Deitch? I like Deitch. I like Deitch's voice. That's the only reason I like Deitch. At least how he sounds in my head. In my head, he sounds like some city hipster. that's how I hear Deitch. One or two. I see you all looking at the screen. I'm just surprised I haven't seen anybody click one or two yet. Last chat message I saw. Okay, Chief Dreaming Owl just said one. Here we go. Holy Pilgrim just said one. Starman92 just said one. Everybody's saying one. We're going with them. Here we go. Stick with him. You growl to the few fighters you allow to join. If he's still as lucky as he claims, we'll grab the others and get back in one piece. And get back in time to read my One Piece manga. Alright, so Krumer has to go, huh? Yeah, whatever. Folka, Zephyr, maybe Spar? Maybe, but I'd probably rather just take Sibyarn. Let's do a quick promotion here. She's not ready for the next level, which is the level I need her to be to get the tank advantage. But we're going to give her another shield point. We're going to give her another break point. Okay. Not Oli. I hate Oli. Spar. Spits great rhymes. Bach. You know. Because Bach. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Spar. Alright, so I got two support characters, Sibyarn, Bulwark. I want him going quick into the initiative order. Krumer, he can stay up front. The only thing I really plan to use him for is his nice break and his ability to make other people go ahead in the turn order, which could be useful. Ready for battle. Here we go. It's okay, Mr. Cordero. I did it. Spar's in. Hey, look. Ungrim can choose to go against character type every once in a while. Jesus. Okay. Oh, man. Do they both have umbrage? Oh. Okay, if both of these guys decide to spend their turns on umbrage, this guy can go from a 1322 to a... Give me a second. A 532. This guy can swing for 32 if I let him. So I need to make sure that I don't let him do that. Alright, this is almost how I want it to be. Let's go with this, yeah. Yeah, this'll work. Here we go, ready. Okay, thankfully this guy goes late in the initiative order, so I have plenty of time to beat him up first. And then it's gonna be that slinger. Okay. Step 1. Get the break going. What you throwing? Oh, okay. Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan at all. I'm gonna cold weak them, just so you're perfectly aware. Doesn't count as killing a character. Never mind. That was well thought out. Okay. So that ability means anytime I do melee attack. Covers all dredge on the battlefield with volatile spikes that shatter on any impact. They deal damage to me whenever I do damage to them. Gonna send Spar up. He's gonna insult this guy. Let me see here. Nope, not Runic Gale. I mean, Breeze. How's the audio balance, by the way? Can you hear me over the brass choir? Sibjorn. And there you go, that's what I'm talking about. However, that went ahead and that ended the shatter when it impacted the other one with damage. This one's activating Umbrage. Okay. Folka can really hurt this guy now. So he's basically useless. Oh man, here it comes. The double Umbrage. That is the benefit of Breeze. Yeah. Okay. So he can deal 15 damage. So that's 6 there, 5 there, 5 there, 5 there. So there's... there's nobody that he can just straight up kill other than this guy, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that shot. Oh, good. I'm glad the balance is good. Because let me tell you, this music is rocking in my ear right now. Maybe I should just turn down my headset. I'm going to code the weak on this guy for the willpower. And then... let's see here. Let's just look at this real quick. If I... that's 4 break. That turns into... so that's been 6. Bring him down to 4, and then we swing in for 11 damage. It's not enough to kill, but definitely make him think. Or I do 7, followed up by another 5, he'd have 1 hit point left. That's just really unfortunate. So I'm just going to swing for regular damage. Hope for a crit, which I didn't get. Is going to go ahead and do what he does best. Insult the Dredge Mothers. Yeah, he called him Thumbelina. I heard that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to breeze. We're going to breeze Sibjorn. Alright, there goes all their strength ratings skyrocketing. Hug. I'm gonna send him up here to get a quick kill. Before this guy also activates Umbrage. Just cannot have that happen. Alright, getting more rocks? Yeah, we got more rocks. Surprised. Just gonna have him do the rest of his break. This might be a good time to show off a new ability. Go for Bear Rage. Bulwark now has counterattacks. actually have Spar insult this person, because if I don't, these 2 eggs are going to hatch at the beginning of this person's turn, and it creates 2 more of those skulkers. I'm hoping that by insulting them to the back of the turn means the gestation period for these 2 guys gets longer. And it's exactly what happened. Ow. No. And he's poisoned. Great. Okay, Zephyr, you need to get away fast. How about... nobody really I want to give Breeze to. We need to do some mending, I think. Yeah, we'll do Runic Gale. See what kind of benefits we can give Bulwark on his next turn. Oh, there's +9 attack right there. Oh, he didn't do what I thought he was going to do. Attacked him. See, that's what I was worried about happening. I hope that's the blows up Ultra Edge button, because that'd be very useful about now. Yeah, great. This is not going so well, guys, if I'm being totally honest. Really? I thought he got... oh, no. That's a problem. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm resorting to now. Down. That's going to be a dead Volca. They are now in pillage mode against me. Which means I'm going to come up here. To hold the weak. Let's see, their move is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. works. And then he gains +3 strength. No problem. Crit. Move forward 1 square, get that extra willpower anyway, and turn. Beat up this guy. Yeah, good timing on the crit. Bird's now poisoned. There we go. That was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Yeah, see, Holy Pilgrim is here saying, we're fine, everything's fine here. This is fine. Yeah, that was a close one to go, wasn't it, guys? I look over at my stream and I see I'm still actually playing the fight. That's how long ago this has been. Okay, the Stone Singer just died. The victory banner just went up, and I'm here now clicking to continue. That's the difference in time. It's kind of driving me nuts. The mangled appearance of a Varl stands in front of you, long enough to shout. You want to stare at me or get out of this vain mess? And the other Varl fighters lope past you with all the strength they have left, knocking away any dredge that get too close. Once back in the village, the deep tones of the scarred Varl utter curses you've never heard before. Then he sees you. You the feigned leader of these pathetic humans? The shield banger asks you. These humans are the Ravens, you say, and I'm Bulwark. Who are you, and why do you look like you were spit out by a cold bear? The Varl stares at you and then cracks what might be a smile beneath all the facial wounds. Fasselt, former commander of what was Einertoft, he says. You might recognize this one beside me. You glance at the Varl, one with barely any horns or beard. Kvig, you ask? What in the depths? Kvig is the youngest Varl, the last one made by Hatterborg. We're all that's left of those who fled Grofheim and stood against a bellower at Einertoft, Fasselt says. Kvig, run and get us some damn drinks and some meat. Bulwark and I need to talk. I found the runtiest Varl, apparently, but I've never seen him. I wish they had actually put him in the game to some extent. I always figured the Ravens were a myth. A Varl always being around so many humans doesn't make any sense. I need the fighters, and there's a lot more humans to choose from these days. The scowl leaves Fasselt's face for the first time, a distant look in his eyes. I'm alive by luck alone. No skill with a weapon or desire to kill could have seen me through that. Einertoft was a massacre. Fasselt grows quiet. Actually, yeah, we thought he died, didn't we? Yeah, he died on the final day of the bridge defense, or at least that's what the Varl there told us. Looks like he survived. Look at that. Let's see here. Hold up, Abby Rolls. Is the live thing red or gray? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that question's about. Fasselt grows quiet. What happened back there? More death than I've seen in all my centuries combined. Bellower led an incredible force against us, with such precision. He moved his hordes of fighters around like his own arms and legs. And if we feigned cut one off, he just grew another. Why do you feel proud? Why didn't more of you flee? Jorinder, he decided to make a stand. I was left for dead, woke up to actual ravens pecking my face. Damn near got my eyes. Fasselt grows quiet. How did you make it through the fields of Dredge? The stuff behind us? Fey and easy. Those aren't all Dredge warriors. They might all be armed, but they're mostly families. Most won't bother you if you leave them alone. Since when have Dredge ever left us alone? They'll still kill you if you stick your ass on the ground for too long, but I'm telling you what I've fain seen. Most of those stone bastards seem to be running scared. Most. Seems to be a number of them hunting someone or something, though. Fasselt grows quiet. Stick with us and you can get some revenge. What makes you think I'm interested in anything like that? He holds your stare for a long moment before laughing an unexpected, cruel laugh. The truth is, I could kill 100 of these slags a day and not be fulfilled. There's more Dredge than rats, and after Grofheim and Einertoft, we Varl are done. Vassal grows quiet. The Battle of Borsgard was a bloodbath too. Oh, what happened? The Ravens were called in to keep people from rioting. Trying to get those people to leave was useless. Then Belor showed up with an army. A human took him down. A human? The immortal Belor is dead? His question makes you tense, though you're unclear why. Wait, which human? A girl, daughter of a hunter named Rook, shot asunder with some sort of Volca arrow. Varl's demeanor changes. He's growling. Is Rook still alive? Last I knew, he was leading their group to Arborang. Why? Because I've come all this way with a feigned message for him from our former king. Vassal's eyes, accented by the torn skin, look deadly. If you're heading west, I'll stay with you to the old ford. You have more questions, but decide to leave Varl to his brooding thoughts. He's talking about the live button next to the video's volume. Yes, it is red. Do I actually have a little bit wiggle room on the... No, I do not have... I would love to see if there's, like, if I can move that slider over a little bit more, but I can't. It is not something where I'm actually watching behind. It's the latency of the video is actually behind. Okay, so everybody's wounded, right? Which is delightful. Yeah, look, everybody's wounded. We're going to go ahead and take the days to rest. We're at low morale anyway, so this will help. Okay, everybody's better. There's a market here in this town. 7 days of supplies is still fine. Actually, I'd rather just promote. Let's see, who do I have? I can give a quick promotion to... I don't really want to promote Spar. Spar's doing just fine. I want to promote Folka, so I can give him that tank item to give her. Continue, confirm. Avoid armor attack. I just gave her the face of a dredge. If not the true face of a dredge, it is close enough to raise their ire and the unease of friends. +2 aggro, +2 armor, +2 strength resist. Yeah, Folka in a dredge face. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, a couple of scouts rush into town as you prepare to leave. They're closer than we thought, one shouts. It's like the dredge don't need sleep. The fear in the man's voice courses through the fighters and clansmen. In 2 steps you near him, backhanding him to the ground. You turn and face the caravan, then try to act strong for their families while the yaks bleat nervously. Speed and luck are your only hopes to outpace the dredge and make it to Manahar. We won't be stopping for anything, you shout, rest included. This is what we call a death march. But what if we're attacked, the Volca asks. The wounded will still need rest. You shake your head. We will be attacked, you say. The wounded die or make it to Manahar. That's as simple as it gets. But her words make you consider your caravan. Anyone who can't fight stays behind, or move out and leave the fighting to those who know how. 1 or 2, guys. 1 or 2. So I just counted it out. It's about a 23-second delay between when I say it and it happens on the stream. So that could mean up to 11 seconds before I hear it and you hear it, or it could mean 44 seconds or something like that. I don't know. But Bluebrick says I need the meat shields, so I should leave the fighting to those who know how. Little Pilgrim says 1, anyone who can't fight stays behind. But we're going to go with number 2. Caravan responds to the comment without complaint. You see a few smiling at you as if you've done something good by just getting them moving. Stupid humans. I know, right? Peasants. From over a hill, dredge emerge, armed. Let me and a few others handle this lot, Spar says before coughing violently. Keep going, we know where to find you. And we all know the danger we're in, so don't go getting soft and sentimental on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and start filling out those answers. I'm going to read them. Do what you can, old man. Send a dozen fighters to keep the dredge at bay. Charge the dredge. Keep the caravan together, fending off attacks where you can. Or Fassel said they might not care to fight. Keep moving. So it's just me. Everybody else is actually right on top of the stream, huh? That's funny. Let me go ahead and just restart the app on my phone. Maybe that'll make a difference. Chat's catching up. You have 5 options, I know, right? Chief Dreaming Owl says number 2, send a dozen fighters. Mr. Cordero says 3, charge. Starman and Holy Pilgrim both say 5. Chief Dreaming Owl says 3. So it's a tie between charging or keep moving. Oh, wait a minute. Chief Dreaming Owl changed his opinion to 3. Okay. It's still 3 or 5. 3 or 5. Let's see, I'm going to have the tiebreaker. I'm going to say Fassel said they might not care to fight. Keep moving. Nervously, the caravan moves. Dredge cautiously watch you and the humans walk by, but they do not engage. When you are well past the group, everyone around you starts cheering and telling their version of what just happened. Morale improved. 10 renown. Good job, guys. Got the renown anyway. 7 supplies gone. Morale declined. There's too many of them, Bulwark, Volka yells, and too far to go. We've got to stop for a rest. She's doubled over. Your own sides burn as you gulp air. The rest of the caravan is no better. A deep vibration fills the air, unsettling you. It's coming from within your ranks. The Stone Singer, Volka shouts. Shut him up! What's it doing, Volka? Zephyr's head is turned, trying to make out the complicated sounds. I can't be certain. Something about our location, but there's more. He's begging, but for peace or to be saved, I don't know. Silence him or let his song play out. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. It's a tough choice, I think. Do we trust the Stone Singer? Or do we let it happen? Do we let it happen, or do we shut the guy up? I won't say it's an easy choice. This is a Stone Singer that we rescued. And it was like pulling teeth. Mr. Cordero says, let him play his song. The song of his people. Ben Blueberg says, I don't trust this guy. Holy Pilgrim says, let it play. Ben's convinced it's a trap. Ungrim Iron Fist says, let it play. Chief Dreaming Owl says, let it play. Starman, they're gonna force you to trust. I am so sorry. Holy Pilgrim says, play that funky music, white boy. The humming vibration continues. More dredge appear. The Stone Singer's song feels more intense, more desperate. You growl a warning. Some of the dredge stay back, but others advance. Interesting. Very interesting. Krumer benched. I don't need more than 2 Varl, so I think I'm going to put in Bach. He can get promoted too, so why not? His job is just going to be to make crit damage. He gets additional crit chance per each ally next to him on his active ability. And his passive is that whenever he kills a character, yeah, it grants them willpower, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. That's my lineup. Man, Mr. Cordero wanted Deitch, but Deitch is just bad. Holy Pilgrim was saying take Kramer. Nah, Kramer is okay. Alright. Oh man, we got another one of these stupid skulker dogs. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 slingers, a Stone Singer, and 1 dredge grunt. This isn't bad at all. This is like This is field day material for my Varl. Good lord. Alright, so I have tired. -1 penalty to movement. Okay, so we're going to set up Volca to try and tank out the big dog. I'm going to set up Bulwark to immediately attack this Stone Singer. And Spar... Hold on. I'm going to set Spar up here to slow down the Stone Singer. Bach is going to be Zephyr's escort, basically. Ready. Can step up here and just stab this slinger real quick. Alright, what you throwing at me? Oh, blocking my way. That's actually pretty clever. Because there's a chance I don't kill the second one and I accidentally hit Spar instead, but it'll only be for 5 damage. Let's go for it. Yeah, there we go. Not want that Stone Singer to start setting off an umbrage and making all of these guys like double-digit beasts. Really? More? Yeah, they're doing pretty... Uh-oh. What's going on now? His song stripped armor from the dredge. Look at him go. Alright. That's how this is gonna happen. Let's play this out, shall we? Gonna have Bach step over here, get a huge buff from Bulwark and Spar for 40% crit chance. Boom! Okay, we're getting more rocks thrown at us. Here we go. Okay, it's actually more important at this stage just to pop these things, because I do not want to be dealing with this many skulkers. Tempest, get 1 egg, and the big one down a peg, and it vanished, of course. So I'm going to step Volca back, and we're going to pop this egg. Okay. Version. Dead. Willpower for everybody. Beautiful. I see no reason not to just keep doing that, because we get the benefit from Spar. Cold the Weak, this one. 3-point version. Too far away to get the benefit, but that's alright. We're gonna step down here. Double hit this guy to kill him with the crit on the second attack. More eggs, bring them on. Spar, you deserve the kill. Yeah. Gonna start running Bach out this way. Deflected. No big thing. Might get 1 egg hatching here. I'm gonna have Zephyr run up. Support Bulwark with a breeze. Tempest. I didn't even need the breeze. We're good. What a straightforward fight that was. Especially after our own Stone Singer showed up. Stripped armor off of them. Interesting, huh? Starman says, "Oh no, don't kill the doggo," but I did. Free renown. That's true. I could just let them hatch and get the renown off of them, but they're not free. They take a lot of effort to clean up. Sometimes you step on them and you gotta get them off your shoe somehow. Should have compared it to a dog. Now I don't want to kill it. He help us. Look, he is not protect. He is attack. Oh, you're not talking about the dog. You're talking about the Stone Singer. That is true. Are you really sure he is help? It might be part of his master plan. Ben, I am glad you brought up the music. As an amateur music historian and as a professional music teacher, I can talk about the music in this game for hours. This is by Grammy Award nominee Austin Wintory, who did fantastic music in the game Journey, which is a very popular PlayStation 4 title. If you haven't played it, do. The music is so good. But there's also the entire Banner Saga, 1, 2, and 3. He's done the music for all 3 games. This is a Kickstarted game. They even went out and they hired some popular YouTubers to do some of the music in this game, including Peter Hollins, Maluka, Taylor Davis. Those would be the top 3 that I can think of right away. And as those performances pop up, I'll try and point them out, like, oh, that's Maluka, oh, that's Peter Hollins. You'll hear me do that occasionally. And also of note is that the orchestra for each of the 3 games has been different so far. The first game, it was Dallas, or it might have been Denver. Second game, I don't know off the top of my head. Third game, it was actually the London studio orchestra. So they really reached out there for the third game, and I'm so glad they got the London studio orchestra. They're so good. So the Stone Singer falls to the ground, drained of the ability to even stand. Zephyr stops you from approaching him. He was calling to the others to leave this place, she says. They paid him no heed, so he did what he could to help us. It cost him. He's as frail as a child now. You snort and sniggle, signal for everyone to keep moving, not single. Zephyr and a few others place the Stone Singer back in a cart. Stone Singer's good. He attack. He protect. The caravan is tiring, but so far still marching. Ahead, Dredger climbing out of a crevice. I could make them regret coming out of that hole, Oli slurs, then belches loudly while hefting his favorite throwing axe. Nod and send a dozen fighters with him, because he can just go. Right? You guys agree? I'm glad you're googling him, Ben Bloomberg. He is absolutely worth it. He's done as much for video game music as what's his name? The guy who did the music for Halo series. He's one of the original Bungie owners. Dang it. Oh well. I won't worry about it too much right now. But we're doing number 2, right guys? Mr. Cordero says 1. Oh, come on. Let's do number 2. I'm not trying to trick you here. I just don't like Oli. Starman92 also says 1. Can I say 2 anyway? Chief Dreaming Owl agrees with me. Yeah, 2. Come on, guys. Any other opinions? 1, 1, 2. Here's another 2 from Holy Pilgrim. And I have the tie-breaking vote. Here we go. The axe thrower lopes off in his drunken gait with the other fighters in tow. It proves to be enough of a distraction to keep the caravan moving without interruption. Yay! The ravens are making good time despite growing tired. Through this pass, you say, and keep your heads down. Suddenly, snow and rocks roar down a hill in front of you. That's no coincidence, you say, and turn to find Dredge pressing in. Alright. Ready for battle. Yeah, Smarty O'Donnell. It was Marty O'Donnell, thank you. did a lot for video game music with just the original Halo soundtrack, making it an orchestral experience, and that's a lot of big dredge. Okay, so I'm gonna set up to tank the 1322. I'm gonna set up Bulwark to really just try to beat up the crap out of that slinger. Oh wait, I know this one. Okay, so this level is all about clearing away the snowbank before all the dredge kill you. So our best snow plowmen are actually Bulwark and Sipiorn. We're gonna use all of these guys just to buy us time. Trust me, this will work out great. Alright, so first for them is their slinger, and then it's the big one in the front. So I'm gonna step Volca here. Some arbor break. If we don't clear the Fane ice away, the caravan can't get through. Oh, speaking of the caravan, look at them over here. Look at the ravens, just waiting for me to clear out all this ice. No other dredge though. All right, Bulwark, you're up. 1, 2. Oh, totally bypassed Vulcan, goes straight for Spar. Dig, there's an endless sea of dredge coming at us. Gonna send Spar up to insult this guy. And this guy, you're a 2-bit Warhammer player. Let's get 40% crit. Here we go. There it is. There goes the Stone Singer's umbrage ability. Yep. Let's see here. What can you do for me? Just gonna go ahead and set up a big runic gale and just see how I can benefit from it. Too far behind my characters, but that's okay. Nope, Spar's out. Clearing out snow. Snow. This crit's it's almost enough to kill that guy. We're gonna keep Volca topped off. It's definitely gonna be the biggest help. Take out more snow. Alright, everybody gets all their extra strength. Good for them, I guess. Almost the end of Volca. No crit, too bad. Oh, there goes the Volca. just about done for us, though. Their dredge just keep getting themselves trapped amongst their own numbers. This will be the end of it. I thought. There we go. The caravan can get through. Oh. Oh, good night, Holy Pilgrim. Thanks for coming in. So we lost, we got injuries on Zephyr and on Spar. That's no problem. We got 2 renown. Sure. I could theoretically use that mission to farm renown, but nah, I don't feel like staying out forever. We're almost at the old fort. We're almost at the end of the chapter. You can almost make out the old fort in the distance, but there's open land between you and it. Oddly, the dredge seem to have fallen away. Some ravens begin slowing, tripping over their own feet with exhaustion. Krumer, the old Varl war leader, speaks up. This reminds me of the ambush I sprung on Talon, the craziest chieftain of men I ever fought. His fighters were all strung out and tired like us. One small trick would have ruined our ambush, but lucky for us, they never figured it out. Well, what are you getting at? Never mind the details, the old Varl says. Let me take some fighters to handle the situation. Don't make me regret this. You're too young to have regrets, Krumer says. I've only had 2 in my life. One was sleeping too close to the fire in the Great Hall after eating eggs for 12 days straight. I'll tell you the second another time. A dozen fighters take off with the war leader and disappear over a hill. Okay. Falling asleep too close to the fire after eating nothing but eggs for a dozen days. Okay, that must have been one heck of an explosion.
Gods, of all places to make a final stand, I bring us to the old fort. A human bridge that should have crumbled 100 years ago.
And we need water and sleep. We just death marched all the way here. These people will help us. Don't attack them. I'll attack who I want, Volca. Volca Zephyr. Shield wall, you say, or think you say. Fatigue hinders your every thought. No one forms up as a large group of humans approach from the buildings near the old fort. A small, stout man leads them. Mercenaries, huh? You don't look worth a damn, let alone coin. You reach for your axes, but a few spearmen make it clear you shouldn't. Easy, the last thing we need is to spill each other's blood before that dark wall or the dredge get their chance, eh? Dredge. The word echoes in your head. They don't know what they're doing. The man makes a face, and even Volca lifts her head enough to squint at you. Well, we're charged with keeping this route open for the clans that went to Arborang. The man says so. We know we're going to be killing as many of those dredge as we can. Threats and commands come to mind, but never make it out of your mouth. The march, the fighting, the lack of sleep all catch up with you and you fall to a knee. You try to catch yourself, but gracelessly, your head hits the snow.
Darkness. Purple lightning and the dark sun. What in the depths is this?
Purple lightning? Where have we seen purple lightning before? Ah, Emperor Palpatine. Sensing you're being watched, you leap to your feet and reach for Claw and Fang, but they're missing. You roar in anger. The short man by the entrance takes a step back. Easy, Bolford. No one's trying to harm you. You get to your feet, head pounding. Where are the ravens, you ask? I woke you first, he says, but the others need to get up too. I let you sleep as long as I dared, but we're almost out of time. He motions to a side table and you find your axes undamaged. Who are you and what do you want, you ask? My name's Hatter, but that won't matter in a few hours, the man says. We came from Aker. We're the rear guard of the clan's army that went to challenge the king in Arborang. With I'm no battle leader, Hatter says. I'm just a skirmisher like all the rest here, and proud of myself for not running off already. Plain and simple, you know how to fight, so tell us what to do and we'll do it. We've got fighters who could use some tips or encouragement, Hatter says. Maybe we could build up some stake walls with parts of buildings? Up to you, but you don't have time to do much and no one's expecting miracles. Regardless of how this plays out, I'm glad you stumbled in here when you did. Alright guys, we got some tough choices to make. Stepping out into the cold air refreshes you. You look around and are surprised to see stragglers crossing the bridge. Can't believe it, can you? Krumer says, walking among the dozen fighters he sent with him. One of these days, all of you will realize there's only one thing tougher than an old Varl war leader on a mission. The ravens look around him, look tired, but happy to have made it. Oli, with 5 other ravens, is hunched over and looking miserable. Broke my flask, he says. I sobered up during the fighting and some of our company died on account of it. There is no humor in his eyes or his tone. I need a drink to forget about what just happened. That's if you want me to be worth a damn in this final stand of yours. You say nothing and let him pass. You grab a handful of snow and squeeze it in your fist until a trickle of water falls to the ground. A silent tribute to your ravens who didn't make it. Alright, market. We have 19 renown. That's 4 days. Let's go check out the houses. Walking among the buildings, a few ravens introduce you to a carpenter from the town. Easy enough to bring a few of these homes and barns down, he says, pointing with a hammer. If you and your ravens help me cart some of the materials from them, we'll make it so any force coming across that bridge will pay dearly. Do I let them get started? With 1, do I say we don't have any archers to take advantage of that with number 2? Or do I put number 3, I'll spend my time doing something else? Because there are other areas that we can help the defense. This is if we want to use barricades in the battle. I'll go ahead and tell you that tactically, we really don't have anybody to take advantage of barricades. The barricades just get in the way of our heavy hitters, if anything. And the dredge come with slingers, who would benefit from having the barricades set up between me and them. So, I could do it anyway if you guys want me to. Just for the extra challenge, but otherwise, I'd say we'd spend our time doing something else, or say number 2, we don't have any archers to take advantage of that. Number 2 might get us some additional information. Not to worry, the man says. We've got a few. They're not the best shots in the world, but they can help. What do you say? Maybe this will get us some archers. So 1 or 2, get started. We don't have much time. Or 2, I'll spend my time doing something else. Alright, so my stream that I'm watching just got to the decision between 1 or 2. So I'm now going to watch for the chat to see if anybody says 1 or 2 there. Do we get started, see if they actually supply us with archers, or do we just go do something else? So, speaking of the source of my latency problems, it's been like this ever since I tried opening Discord. Because when I started opening Discord, that's when I had the worst buffering issues. And the stream's never recovered since those buffering issues. Crazy, huh? Starman92 says number 2. Chief Dreaming House says number 2. Who does number 2 work for? I hope you all get that reference. I get that's probably an old movie these days. Who does number 2 work for? That's right, you show that turd who's boss. Stupid Turdatani. Alright, looks like the consensus between Starman and Chief Dreaming House is 2. We're going to spend our time doing something else. He shrugs. We're going to go look at the volunteers. The fighters, men and women from Aker and a few other northern towns, watch you as you approach. Show me your shield wall, you bark. Only a few of them move and raise their shields, so you charge them, sending terrified humans running or skidding across the ground. Scared or fade undisciplined, you shout. Either way, you'll be Dead in the first assault. Shield wall! This time everyone runs to lock shields and brace with their shoulders. You still break through, but it's a better effort. Folk and a few other ravens join you to correct stances and swings, but it's the arrival of clansmen from Bindle that surprises you. You never had to get us this far, but you did, a man says. Time for us to pitch in. Hopefully we won't muck everything up. Minus 100 clansmen, plus 100 fighters? Okay. You show the new volunteers how to reinforce a shield wall. After an hour, you tell everyone to rest and get ready for the real fighting. And Private Volka asks, think it'll make a difference? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the last training for Bulwark. He had another couple training missions in him. Totally forgot about him. Oh well. I'm gonna say, no, they'll break immediately. I thought so too, she says. Oh well, at least for now they feel like warriors, better than being scared. You shrug and walk away. Get a good look at the dredge on the hills. Look at that, they walk in like perfect formations. It's just so weird. Though the formations are probably their soldiers and the blobs are probably families. If I'm being totally honest, that makes sense. There's the bridge. Here's the town. Can I see further? Nope, that's as far as I can go. Meet shields, that's right, Ben Bloomberg. Shield Maiden tightens straps on her armor while glaring it with red-rimmed eyes. If you've got something to say, say it. We'll be dead before long. We don't have to be. We could leave. Right now. Whoever's after us would roll through here without slowing. We'd be caught in the open. Then we can leave that damn card here. Let the dredge have it. I gave an oath. An oath isn't worth all our vain lives. That's exactly what an oath is worth. In the following silence, you see Folka's eyes brim with tears. I don't want to die. Not yet. And I don't want you to die either. Talk like this is forbidden in the company, but you turn your head, giving her a moment to collect herself. What would you do if the person you followed for years was no longer the same? I'm trying to figure out what's happening to me. You said yourself we'll be dead soon. What have you come up with? There's a voice in my head, growing louder. I've been fighting to keep it quiet. Bellower's voice, probably. But Bellower's dead. His body, he's asleep. I think the arrow keeps him that way. Volka nods. The conclusion doesn't seem too far-fetched for her. These dreams are things he's seen. The Volka did something to betray him. They were working with the Sunder. I think so, but this is more to do with Avon than Juno. They did something bad. I don't even think Zephyr knows what they did. The two of you look over at Zephyr. The Volka stares into a fire, lost in thought. So what does all of this mean? It means don't trust Volka. But Zephyr and Juno said Juno was killed for controlling the minds of others. She could probably make people trust her. Not me. The scout's horn interrupts you, signaling all fighters to the bridge. If we make it through this, someone in Manahar is going to answer to me. You storm off to the fighting, building your rage with each step. You guys are going to love this scene. Here we go. Maybe not Ben Bloomberg, who's missed the past 12 chapters, but here we go. The immensity of the dredge force standing just across the bridge is both terrifying and wondrous. Their droning sounds shake the ground, and you wonder if the old fort can withstand it. Fear is strong in the air. You faintly hear some humans running away, but your ravens stand firm against the impossible odds. You grant yourself a moment of pride for that. Suddenly, the tall wall of dredge warriors begins to move. Remember I said that was the face of a murderer? That's right, you just saw Nichols. Nichols skipped in the pattern. Nichols. Nichols sacrificed himself so we all could escape. Nichols. What was that about, huh? Do you know what happened? Have you figured it out yet? I don't think I have enough to promote. No, I need 21. Okay. Let's look at... Spark could be promoted, but I mean, why bother? Let's promote Sibjorn. Okay, so I can give him Forge Ahead, or I can give him Sundering Impact, which is more AoE. More AoE is always better. Because he's already up here, I want to give him some crit. And we're ready for battle. My chat is surprisingly quiet for the reveal that just happened. Come on, guys. Come on. Look who it is. It's Nichols. Walking among the dredge. Is that Nichols? But he's dead. Don't be fooled. That is Nichols. But eyeless. The Sunder. Alright, this is a huge bit of artwork here, so let's take a look at it. I'm entertained by the audio effects. If I look down here, I don't hear the dredge warble. I look up here, you hear nothing but dredge warble. That's some good sound design right there. And look at all the, I mean, they're set up even up here with the archers and the stakes. They're protecting all points of access. Just look at the ocean of dredge. We already killed one. One of the slingers is already down. A couple of others. Some big shields too. But now we gotta worry about eyeless, guys. Alright. Volka. Please tank out on this side. Bolverk, he's gonna go right up the middle. Go straight for eyeless and Nichols and just get him out of that body. Which means I need Sibjorn bringing up the left flank. He'll do some damage over there. Spar right here. Bach right here. Zephyr right behind. We're ready to go. Nichols is up first. All he can do is mend armor, so I'm not really worried about his impact in battle. Oh, nice crit. Interesting that she hasn't jumped back in yet. Oh, there she is. There's Eyeless. Eyeless is stuck up here. Can't really move anywhere. So, it's up to me who I want to kill. Could just charge in and take this one out of the match. So why not, right? Insult the big guy here. Insult's good, it just basically stuns them for a turn. They're gonna start coming after Bolverk though, that's for sure. Gonna do a quick mend. Just to keep his armor topped off. Oh, that was useful. Thank you. Gotta love when they do the work for you. Sibjorn's up. Next. Oh, stunning strike. Interesting. Interesting choice. I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move her up to a spot where she can champion for help take out some damage from Eyeless, because Eyeless is gonna go straight for Bolverk, I think. And Eyeless is, 2018, nothing to shriek at, Let me think about this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna step back. I'm No, I shouldn't step back. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna let Volka take some damage. Probably gonna take some damage. I'm just gonna dish out some pain. Okay, good news is that he didn't swing for Volka. Here comes Eyeless. Big hit. Oh my goodness. Huge hit. Alright, Spar. Don't stand next to her. She's infected right now. Insult Eyeless. Wait, Eyeless is already at the end of initiative. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Eyeless already is at the end of initiative. In that case, break this person's armor. Alright, so now Spar is infected. This is not good news. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and have him charge up. We need to get to work on Eyeless. I'm not going to have any chance of winning this. Okay. He's a good target for a Tempest. Break to Eyeless. Maybe convince Eyeless to teleport. Yeah, Eyeless went for one of the slingers. No big deal. Here we go. Get some damage down the line. Shield on her turn, I think. But for now, try and pick sticker Eyeless. Nope. No crit. Just keep her topped off a little bit longer. Tempest in. Everybody gets willpower from Spar, which is very useful. It's a great passive. And that one end. Okay. Let me think here. What's the break 2 damage to target? All adjacent units take break damage. Everybody's a bit too mixed in for that, so I'm actually not going to do it. I will go ahead and kill this guy. Eyeless's possessed body. Oh, right next to Volka. Okay. Okay. Totally not fair. Dang. This is not good. Definitely not a good place to be. What? He has no exertion because he's been sunstruck. Dang. himself, which is the good news. Volberg's going to die this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and have him deal as much break as he can. Yeah, deflected. Oh, but the break carried down the line at least. That was useful. Alright, there's Spar out of the way. Bach's turn. Bach's out of the way. Zephyr's about to die. So I'm going to go ahead and set up Sibjorn with a breeze. Alright. So we can come in here and deal 3 damage to Eyeless. And I can bring that up to 5 damage to Eyeless. It'll probably be worth it. Yeah, that killed the other Dredge too. Okay, so she's gonna possess somebody. She possessed Bach. Alright. Bach kills Volca. Or, not Volca, kills Zephyr. Alright, Volverk's out. You've fallen for my trap card. Alright, 1v1v Eyeless. Oh, sweet. I got the turn advantage on her. Here we go. 1v1 versus Asunder. This is where legends are made, Sibjorn. Boom! Okay, that's some decent break he got there. Oh. Press that off. Back onto the attack. Here we go. Press that off. I'm taking 1 damage every turn now. I don't know if I can do this. Break. Now she's gonna deal 3 damage to me. Oh no! I think I lost. Oh, I did. I can't outpace that. Game over. You fall to the frozen ground knowing the Sunder Eyeless will use your body to further her plans, and that Bellower will once again be free. Okay. Next. Next. Nope, I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Wait a minute, is there a resume? Nope. So load most recent save. Let's see how far back it puts us. We're back at talking to Volca. We'll just go ahead and quickly push our way through here. All right. Here we go. Nickels revealed once more. I know, Chief Dreaming Out, but I think I've already lost the opportunity to do training, but thanks for the reminder. So things that worked, things that didn't work, because we can change up the lineup a little, and we have all of the renown back. Maybe I have Spar turn manipulate Eyeless more. Bach, not helping. Really just not helping. Zephyr, her mending is useful. But with as many targets like that, I think I want to go with Bercy. Get 2 Tempest swinging big guys in here to put some punishment onto Zephyr. Or not Zephyr, put some punishment onto Eyeless. And I really need to avoid getting everybody infected with Eyeless's melee attack. Because that poison, that takes a toll. Alright, let's see here. And we can promote. Let's use it on somebody worthwhile. Let's go for Sibjorn. Oh, that's what I did last time, wasn't it? Sundering Impact would be good. Yep. And we're gonna go for bonus crit. Okay, ready for battle. Chief Dreammeow says get Krumer next time. I don't see how Krumer helps here. Now when I can just have more. Now when I just have more Tempests. Thanks, Ben Bloomberg. You can always catch the rest of the stream back later. It's almost done. This is pretty much the last battle before the end of the chapter. Is that Nichols? But he's dead. Don't be fooled. That is Nichols, but eyeless. Set Bulwark up for a breeze because he can keep move in, kill Nichols, move back out, and hit somebody somewhere else from a safer position. Actually pinned because of that hole. The only character he can go after with his with all of his extra movement is going to be the big guy over here, so that's unfortunate. One little hole ruined the whole plan. Nice crit. real path right now that benefits from giving anybody extra moves, so... There we go. Willpower, please. Excellent. Oh, double kill for Sibjorn. Nichols. I think we're gonna rest Bulwark. There's nobody really worth going after. Zero exertion because he's been sunstruck. They've run several tiles away from attacker when hit. And his ability, heavy impact, splash damage, 1 strength damage. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do this. Hit both of them and make them both retreat to get into Eyeless's way. Which actually worked out really well. Okay. Silas is going to possess. Yeah, okay. And trying to summon reinforcements. Interesting. This is actually going to force Eyeless to summon right behind us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cold weak. Yep. Deployed right where I thought she would. And I'm going to let Eyeless, like, kill Volca Zephyr. Because Eyeless gets the next turn, and that's the only character that she can reach. So, I'm going to spend 1 willpower for there, and I'm going to rest for a second turn. Alright, and just like that, the poisoning is done. Nobody gets poisoned. And, better still, I'm going to put Eyeless after Spar in initiative order. Nope, that did not work the way I wanted it to. That's unfortunate. Okay, Volca no longer has her thing. I actually am going to Tempest for all 3 of these characters because the splash damage is going to hit them all. There we go. Dealt a little bit more damage than it looked like. Here's another Tempest attack. Oh, crits on both. Champion for Bulwark. Oh, she's gonna possess. Okay. Deflected. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that back. Oh, behind me. That's unfortunate. Good night, Spar. Let's get some break. Break. Oh, gonna do another possession. She's taking over Spar. Okay. Alright. Going to cull the Spar. Get my next turn. And I'm kind of tired of this, so I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna start dealing direct damage to her. Kind of have Eyeless where I want her. Go for... yeah, that's good. That's fine. You can have that damage. Let's see here. This character run away, so the only person she has to attack is Percy, who she can kill. Yep. Going down here to Tempest both of them. These guys do some heavy damage to Bulwark to... nope, he didn't do it, so... Bulwark's gonna step down here and get the killing blow with his double attack. And we're good. Alright, so... Eyeless falls to the ground. Suddenly the chaotic sounds of battle quieten, and the surrounding dredge lower their weapons in shock. A group of dredge guards break through the crowd and begin lifting Eyeless's body. Then you see her arm move. The Sunder is still alive. There's a chance to finish Eyeless if you and a few others are willing to risk charging the dredge. There's no telling what will happen if she's allowed to recover, but we feel a pang of sadness at the thought of killing her. It'd be great to consider ourselves a Sunder Slayer, but this has already gone on long enough. I only have the two characters left, and they're both really hurt. We're just gonna lose. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to fall back. While they're stunned, move to Manahar. While Eyeless is carried back into her ranks, your wounded are dragged back toward the town. Shoot, that was tough. Alright, Starman, thanks for coming in. Chief Dreaming House says he really likes Alet's Overwatch ability with knockback items. It's great on choke points, matches like this. Yes, that's true. That also happens. I really do like having Alet in the late game. I've been doing that in my playthrough with my wife. Knockback items on characters like... some characters have abilities with knockback, like Spearman, like Ivor, like Gris, like Ogre, I think. Maybe not Ogre. Depends on which ability you take in rank 5. They all have, you know, just like a Shield Bash knockback. Spearmen have the Impale knockback, which forces them to move. Roek has the Mule Kick ability, which also counts. Any of those knockback moves on Alet with an item that does increased range distance means that she's pulling her trigger on every turn. It's pretty phenomenal. Also try to give her as much crit chance as possible. Fatigue slows your muscles as you take the reins of the Yox pulling Bellower's cart. Thousands of eyes watch you. The scared faces of so many Dredge left on the battlefield pull at you. Your mind fills with images of Avent on the tower, of Dredge twisting, warping in darkness, shaking, slobbering, roaring. You fight to regain control of your mind. The Dredge begin moving south along the river, not as an army, but as people fleeing danger. Many of them start crossing the old fort bridge. Bulwark, Volka shouts. Take the cart. Get to Manahar. We'll hold them here as long as we can. Shield Maiden's voice clears your head for a moment. You see her returning proudly, commanding ravens into formation, and Gudmundur to lead the clansmen to Arborang. I thought Gudmundur died. Didn't? Yeah. Zephyr told us Gudmundur was dead. Oh well, might be a typo in the game. She looks back at you, holding your gaze. We'll be right behind you. Go! Then she joins the shield wall, lending strength to those around her. Bulwark, Volka, Zephyr says, pulling your attention from the Raven banner near the bridge. We must leave. Now! The Volka. Their meddling caused this. All of it. You rub at a pain in your chest. Zephyr flinches at the look in your eyes, but you forget her and begin marching toward Manahar. Toward vengeance. Chapter 14, Brothers Fight and Kinship Stain. And that's where we're going to end it. Whew. That was an exhausting march, but we did it. And next time will be Chapter 14. I'd like to thank everybody for sticking around as long as you did. And, yeah, Chief Dreaming Owl agrees. It's probably just a typo. Thank you again for coming along. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep. I got work tomorrow. But I have had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all have enjoyed as you've watched all of this back. Have a great evening, okay? And a good morning to you, Chief Dreaming Owl in Europe.